Hi guys, my name is Vidhi Kalra and welcome back to my channel 5 Minute Economics, where I teach economic concepts in a span of just 5 minutes. The topic for today is price discrimination, which is a very interesting topic, trust me. And in this video, I'll be talking about what exactly is price discrimination, the various degrees and types of price discrimination, is price discrimination good, and much more. So what are you waiting for? Let's get into the video. Also guys, don't forget to like this video and do subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already, and do follow me on my Instagram handle 5 Minute Economics. So firstly, let me introduce the very topic to you, which is price discrimination. Before reading what's written on the board, let me ask you a simple question, guys. You might have seen this many a times when you go to a shop and the shopkeeper says, "Arey madam, ye wala to aapka wala discount hai." What is this aapka wala discount, or what is the special treatment which you are getting and not the others? Well, this is actually what price discrimination is. That when the seller tries to differentiate between his customers based on his preferences. So this is actually in literal terms price discrimination. So we've all been through price discrimination. We've seen the price discrimination part. Sometimes it's in our favor and sometimes maybe not. Well, it is basically a selling strategy that charges customers different prices for the same product or service. Make sure, guys, there's no change in the product which is being sold or the service which is being sold. It's exactly the same, but the difference is in the price. Well, this is done to generate or extract the maximum profit which seller can. So this is basically his strategy. Profit is greater when the markets are differentiated and when markets are the same. So if he charges the same price to everyone, but rather if he charges some people higher price, some people little lower, some even higher, in that way his profit is much more than what he would have received if he would have maintained the same price. So that is why we have price discrimination. Well guys, it is but obvious that if your demand is inelastic, you will tend to pay higher, because the shopkeeper knows, "Arey ye to leke hi rahega." He is addicted to that product, he is in dire need of that product. Your demand is inelastic, whatever be it, you will pay and ask for that product. Whereas in an elastic market, you might tend to pay lesser because they know that your demand is elastic. For example, you might have also seen this when you get out of a big car and then you go and ask for something, some street vendor, the vendor actually increases the price rather than if you would have walked and come. Why? Because they know that this person has come out from a very big luxurious car and he is capable or she is capable of paying that much amount. So they will try to extract more from you rather than that from a normal person. So this is basically price discrimination. We've all gone through that in our lives, and yeah, I hope you're clear with this. Next, guys, coming to the types or the various degrees of price discrimination. Ideally, there are 3 degrees and we'll be studying each of them. Well, the first degree of price discrimination is the perfect price discrimination. Here, the business charges the maximum possible price for each unit consumed from the consumer. Basically, it's selling at the exact price at which the consumer is willing to buy. An ideal example of this is eBay. The more you want to buy, the higher price they will charge, and that is what a perfect degree of price discrimination looks like. Well, second price discrimination is when the company charges a different price for different quantities consumed, such as discount on bulk purchases. We've often seen, when we go to Walmart or some, super giant stores, we notice that when you're buying one, you are getting maybe it for 60, but if you're buying for 4 of them, like bundle purchase, you're definitely getting at 40 per each unit, which is a 20 rupee discount on each. So basically bulk purchase are always cheaper than buying an individual item. That's the way of luring the people. Also, we see wholesalers, they buy in bulk, they get it for cheap and then they sell ahead, and retailers, they basically sell it individual price, so obviously the price is much more. The third degree is when the company charges different price to different consumer groups. For example, when you go to a theater, maybe adults are charged a higher price than senior citizens, and children are. Even in train, that children are below the age of 12, they are charged as half ticket, and above 12 more the full amount is charged. So basically this is discriminating according to the age groups or some other reasons. Discussing with you some examples of price discrimination. Well, the airline industry, we know that if we book the ticket today for maybe 4 months in advance, we definitely get a cheaper price than when we book it very close to the date. So that is like a different price discrimination. You book it in advance, you'll get it at cheap. You have some emergency, they know that if there's an emergency only, then will you book it in 2 days in advance, then you pay the cost. So that's the degree of difference in the price discrimination. Secondly, hotel industry. Now is December, the weekend of the year. Well, definitely they will charge higher prices if you go anywhere in December, because December everyone has holidays, Christmas, New Year, everything. So hotel industry tries to extract the maximum from the people. Thirdly, Uber, Ola. Well, we all have seen during surge hours, evening hours, office hours, you tend to see 2.5, surge 3.5. They know that, you will pay, you are bound to go in the vehicle, and they will make use of that. Lastly, even pharmaceutical industry, we saw back in COVID, the prices of sanitizers and masks just shot up like anything. So this is when the, sellers, they try to discriminate the price so as to extract the maximum profit from the consumers. So two questions at the end of the video. Is price discrimination illegal? No, definitely not. It is not something illegal. In fact, it is legally practiced in many countries. And as long as it doesn't violate any law, there's no harm in it. Next, guys, will consumers be better off if everybody paid the same price? As a consumer point of view, you might think that it's better that if we would charge the same price, right? You might always think that. But that's definitely not true, guys. Why? Because different segments have different purchasing power. And because of this price discrimination, maybe someone who couldn't afford the product can afford it because he is being charged a lower price. Also, if everyone was given, at the average cost, then the one with the higher price can hoard the products, and the one with the lower price would never be able to afford it. So it's always good. In fact, it's a healthy mechanism in the market to have some price discrimination. It also says that economists has researched that if we charge static prices, then definitely there are going to be market inefficiencies. So overall, this is a very good concept, and as long as it's done in a healthy manner. So that's all about today's video, guys. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video pretty soon.